Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the BWDU first ever press conference and introducing our first guest, MysticToxic88. Woo! Yeah. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Woo! Yeah. MysticToxic88. How are you doing?
Fantastic. After my loss with Jimmy Nash, feel bruised, battered, but back in.
Yeah, that is good to hear. That's good to hear. Well, first off, I want to ask you, because you're back in Backyard Wrestling now. Last time you were in Backyard Wrestling, you were a part of BEW back when it was a thing, and you were pretty much the Iron Man of BEW. You won the first ever Supreme Rumble, you main event in Front Yard Mania 4, you were the first ever Gold in the Vault briefcase winner, but unfortunately for certain circumstances, you did quit. But now you are back, and I just want to ask you, well, what made you want to return to Backyard Wrestling after pretty much over a year?
Well, as you said, I do have many accolades under my name, but there is one thing that I have yet to achieve, and that's win my first title in BEW DU. Thank you. In the back.
How do you feel after your loss to Jimmy Nash and failing to capture the BEW championship?
Man, it's unfortunate that I lost, but sometimes you win some, you lose some. But I will get my first championship. This is only a setback.
Over here?
Yeah?
Over here?
You.
Yes, hi. First off, I would like to say congratulations to coming back to Backyard Wrestling. I mean, it's great to see you back. I mean, like the guy said over there, the Iron Man of BEW, and now you make your return. And obviously, we don't know what the future holds, but we did know one thing back then. And back when you were in BEW, there was a production called Doghouse Productions, and you were going to make a horror movie, which is a part of the whole crew. But unfortunately, for certain circumstances that we do not know, you did not end up making that horror movie, and we would just like to know why didn't you make that horror movie?
So a difficult topic. So there were some backstage complications, but
Sorry to cut you off there, but must I know what were the backstage complications?
just people didn't get along. People weren't on the same page.
Yes.
But I can assure you, me and Doghouse Productions, we are in talks of a movie of sort.
Oh, so there is still going to be a horror movie coming out?
Maybe a horror movie, but I can assure you that a movie will be made.
Oh, well, that's good to hear.
Yeah, over here. What did you think of your return match?
I think it was pretty good. I did lose though, which is very unfortunate, but some greats in professional wrestling business, they do lose their debut match, so we'll have to keep moving forward instead of letting this setback guide us down.
That's good to hear.
You.
Yes, I would just like to know, considering, you're back in Backyard Wrestling and you're back full time now, yes?
Yes.
Yes, okay. I would just like to know, what are your future plans for BWDU?
Well, as I said before, I will be going after a championship of sorts, and just continue to be the Iron Man that the company once saw in me.
Also, one more thing. When you say going after a championship, yes? Do you mean a world championship or other sorts of championships like the territorial championship?
Well, right now we're going for our world championships, but who knows what the future may hold? Only time will tell. Yes, you.
You're over here. Who do you want to face in BWDU?
Good question. Good question. Haven't really given it much thought now, but Ace Reed with all those championships are looking pretty enticing.
Okay. That's good. Is there potentially a second option you want to talk about?
I don't know. Maybe run it back with Jimmy Nash. Maybe.
Actually, I want to add on to that question. Is there anyone that you see in mind and you just think to themselves? Sorry for cutting you off, but you know, is there just anyone in mind that you would like to face?
Well, the first person that does come to mind is Ace Reed, but only because I bet one of those championships would be looking good around my waist. Just helping him out in some ways, getting some gold off of his shoulders.
Okay, yes, but we do know that Ace Reed you want to face, but is there anyone else that you'd like to face, like King Chaos or maybe Adam Matthews?
Yeah, King Chaos does seem enticing. I would like to fight all and any that step up.
Yo,
Yes, you.
the last question I want to ask is, are you going to be in the next pay-per-view for BWDU? Sorry for being nervous, it's my first time here.
Well, as it stands right now, I will not be in the next pay-per-view, but I will ensure you I will be at the next one. We will capture some gold, and we will continue to be the Iron Man. That's all. That's it for questions. See you all at the next time.
Woo! I love you! Woo! Go MysticToxic! Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the second guest of the Fight Night press conference. He is the man that came second place in the Territorial Championship Tables Elimination match, King Chaos. First off, King Chaos, I would like to say, good attempt of trying to win the Territorial Championship. I know you did come up a little bit short, but I would just like to ask, what are your thoughts on the Territorial Championship match, and how did you feel about becoming second place?
I predicted that Mutant Alchemist would have been the first two outs. I knew Echo was the main target going in. But I was not good enough to beat Echo that day, but any day else I'd be willing to challenge Echo for that Territorial Championship.
Over here, sir. So I like your tables match, and I must ask: is there gonna be any tables matches in the future for you, sir?
Given how often there is for tables matches, I'll say yes. And how it might be sooner rather than later.
Over here. I got a question for you, King Chaos.
Go on.
Alright, first off, I acknowledge you as the king. I know you are the king and you'll always be the king. I'm a huge fan of you. Please marry me. I'd just like to say, in that territorial championship match, it kind of looked like Echo came through the table first before you, but then the referee, known as Holly Stevenson, declared Echo as the inaugural territorial champion. I just want to say your thoughts on it. Kind of reminds me about the Montreal Screwjob with Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart. So I'd just like to ask you, is that like related in sort of way? Did you feel like that you got screwed over in that match?
I know for a fact this was a screw job. Like, after going through 2 tables, Holly Stevenson should have made his decision. And hell, Echo, from the looks of it, he didn't feel confident going through those 2 tables, so what the fuck he decided to do that, I wouldn't know. I'll have a word to say with Holly Stevenson in the future, but that's all I gotta say for now. I know for a fact I can beat Echo. I know that this next question, go on.
Okay, over here, yes. Hello, I just like to ask, yes, you recently made your debut in ETW Backyard Wrestling against Pyro, and you came out on top. And I just want to announce that, well, not announce, but speak about your upcoming match in ETW, at which you are a part of the Legends Climax tournament, and the winner of that tournament will go to face Striker for the ETW Championship at Elite Mania 4. I'd just like to ask, do you think that you're going to go through everyone and win the Legends Climax tournament? I mean, you've got people in there such the likes of Ace Reed, Pyro, the recently crowned ETW Revolutionary Champion Ryan Blade, even the ETW Havoc Champion Outcast, and you are going up against, I believe it is Mute, in the first round. I just want to ask, how do you feel going into the Legends Climax tournament?
Legends Climax tournaments. Name a single person in that tournament. I can beat them. As you mentioned, all those names I can beat them. Mute, I know for a fact I can beat him, and I guarantee you I will beat him. And I will beat Striker to win the ETW Championship, but one step at a time. Mute is the main target right now. Sarah, any other questions?
Yes.
Yes, go on.
I would like to ask, what do you want to do in ETW? What is the next thing that you want to do with your career?
Hopefully, win a championship in ETW there, Louis.
So I'd just like to add on, is it specifically the Elite Championship or any other championship like the Havoc or Revolutionary?
What's the difference? I just need some gold. You know. Any other questions you guys have?
Yes, over here. First off, I'm from Scotland, so, you know, I'm like very new to the country, so I appreciate, you know, you Australians doing backyard wrestling.
Spell out the question.
Oh, okay, so my apologies. First off, your brother, Ash Reed, you know, he's currently a triple champion. I mean, how do you feel about your brother Ash Reed? I mean, you pretty much grew up with the guy. He seems like a good lad. I just want to ask you, like, what are your thoughts on Ash Reed?
Good lad. Huh. Is that really... You don't know what goes on behind the scenes.
Well, what goes on behind the scenes, yeah.
I doubt you're from Scotland, but... I say... He's got some issues that he needs to be taken care of. And I'll teach that boy a lesson. I got all day to talk about A Street, but I know this conference he'll be on eventually, and hopefully hopefully that what he strove will draft and permanently just remind people of how just overly well he is. He's not the person he is on the cameras.
Wait, one more question. So if you and F are having beef, can't you just settle it over a pint?
He's not even 18. So you're suggesting underage drinking, huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you for interviewing. Woo! Woo! Have my kids! I'm back to you! Woo! Go on, True King!
Introducing the BWDU champion, the FWA champion, and the BWDU Intercontinental Patreon champion, Ace Reed.
Have my kids.
Okay. Alright, you know what? Thanks to everyone for coming for the press conference. It's the first ever time we've done something like this, and I'm gonna have myself to a drink. So, anyone got any questions?
I got one, sir.
Alright, yeah.
So, the Wired Up podcast, right? Who is the next mystery guest?
Well, the next guest on the White Out podcast, obviously I announced on the BWD Instagram, is the Tribal Cheese, Logan, but unfortunately something happened, and he will still be coming back on, but at the moment, not right now, just because of certain reasons. But I am keen to have him back on. Well, not back on. My apologies, I'm like out of it. I've lost a lot of blood today. But, you know what? I will also announce the next few guests on the White Out podcast coming up. So, guest number 17 is obviously the Tribal Cheese. Guest number 18, I am going to have IMF's Omen Black. Then guest number 19, who will be returning to the Wired Up podcast, it will be Aaron Blaze. And guest number 20, which this one's going to be a very big guest, and that is the Lone Diamond JJ Stevens. Now, obviously, I enjoy doing the Wired Up podcast, and I haven't done one in a very long time, but I am keen on doing it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love doing it, but it's just the timing. Because of me wrestling on here and on Patreon, ECW, it's just a very big time crunch for me at the moment, and don't worry, it will happen eventually. But yeah, next question.
Over here, mate.
Yep.
Danny Vane, mate, not showing up. What's your opinion on it?
Well, obviously on the BWD Instagram, it is announced that someone being mute, attacked him during home, when he's at home, of course. He attacked Danny Vane at his house, is basically what I'm trying to say. And he didn't just attack Danny Vane, he also attacked Adam Matthews. Adam Matthews was meant to be a part of that Fatal 4-Way Territorial Championship match, but unfortunately, he could not make it, so I will be granting them something very close to the future. But my thoughts on Mute showing up, I am disappointed that Daniel, also known as Danny Vane, did not show up, but because I was waiting for this match to happen for a very long time, but unfortunately it couldn't happen. But you know what they say, the show must go on, so that's what happened. Anyways, next question.
I got a question here for
Yes, you at the back.
you. What's it like being a triple champion?
Triple champion, yes.
Yeah.
Triple champion.
Yeah, boy.
I am currently the BWDU, FWA, and Patreon Intercontinental World Champion, and I gotta say, a year ago now, I ended BEW about a year ago, and I never thought I would hold 3 belts at once. I never thought I'd be striker for the FWA Championship. I never thought I'd be mute for the BWDU World Championship, and I never thought I would be the, you know what? Scratch that. If you guys want to go check out the BWDU Patreon page, please go subscribe. At the moment, we are saving up to build ourselves a ring, and obviously it means a lot that you guys are subscribing to us. I mean, it is a lot of help, but being a triple champion, it is pretty cool, I guess. I mean, obviously got to defend them all at once sometimes, but you know how it goes. You gotta be the champion that you wanted to be. Anyways, moving on. Next question. Anybody got any more questions?
I have one over here.
Yes, you there. What have you got for me?
Why did you mention Jimmy Nash after your match with Newt? Is there a specific reason you wanted to call him out?
Yes, actually, there is a... sorry. There is a specific reason. I mean, no disrespect to the BWDU General Manager 80K, but I mean, he signed a guy that didn't show up for 8 months while being the world champion. I mean, he's even more worse of a champion than Roman Reigns ever was. I mean, the guy never showed up, and here's the reason why BEW died, and here's the reason why BEW never... I mean, if it weren't for him, BEW would still be here, but I'd say everything happens for a reason, and BWDU is now a thing, and I just feel like with him in it, it's not going to provide anything better for the company. I mean, the guy, I don't think he's even here, to be honest. I think he might have left already, but in my thoughts of Jimmy Nash being in BWDU, I personally myself do not like it. I mean, he is an asshole backstage. He thinks, considering he brought back a championship that he never defended, he thinks he can do whatever he wants and not show up for it. So I despise, I'll even say it, I hate you, Jimmy Nash. You're the man that killed BEW. You're the man that killed what I've created. And honestly, if you were here right now, I smack the teeth right off your fucking mouth. My apologies, but next question, moving on.
I'm here, Sweets.
Yep, you right there.
Wrestling Zero, what's your opinion on it? Well, what's the future gotten told for that, mate?
Wrestling Zero, yes, I have heard of them. They are a federation in Australia that is quite a bit of a distance from over here, but Wrestling Zero, I mean, yeah, they seem alright, I guess. I mean, I haven't really watched too much of it, but would I go over there one day? I mean, you know what they say, never say never, so I might go over there one day if management over here and management over there sorts everything out. I mean, I reckon if I do go over there, I want to face their world champion, which I think his name is Izanagi, if I'm not mistaken, but I would love to face him and see what he's got in the ring. Or trampoline, or yard, whatever it is. Backyard wrestling. Do whatever the hell you want. Anyways, moving on. Next question. Yes, you right there.
Ooh wee! So I looked at the channel recently, and BW
I cannot believe it, to be honest. I mean, we are nearly at 1,000 subscribers. That is just crazy to hear. I mean, we haven't even been like a federation for like 6 months now, and we're close to 1,000. I mean, obviously the 600 was from BEW, but that other 200 we got in less than a month. And that's not just because of Striker, that's because of everyone that's on the roster. Mute, Adam Matthews, King Chaos, Echo. I mean, all the guys just show they're all like great guys to work with, and they're all just great people to be with in general. I mean, besides, well, my brother King Chaos, of course, but we don't talk about that. Anyways, yes, it is quite a bit of a surprise that we are nearly at 1,000 subscribers. I mean, I never thought that I would make it. I mean, sorry, not I. We would never make it. But with guys coming back like MysticToxic88, Mayhem, who are some other guys? I think it's just those two at the moment, but with other people coming back, like Asura, Lazak, there we go, there's more people.
Alchemist as well.
Alchemist, yes, Alchemist too. Alchemist and Vixie. It's good to have him back too. I've teached him a few things, so he's a good kid. It's just we've all like grown so much, and it's surprising how how quick it took us to get this far already. I mean, it's kind of like if it weren't for ETW, we wouldn't be here today, to be honest. I mean, the ETW and BWDU relationship that we have going on, I mean, it's just something that's never been seen before in Australian backyard wrestling. I mean, we've got guys like me and King Chaos over on the ETW roster, and guys like Mew on this roster, and just the working relationship that we have at the moment, it's just something that has been, it's just something that people have been waiting for a long time now, and it's just so surprising that we can manage to work and make it happen. But anyways, anybody got any more questions?
Yeah. Over here. Over
Yes,
here.
you know.
Over here. How do you feel about the Patreon?
The Patreon.
Yeah, the Patreon. Patreon. What's your feel?
Patreon. Well, first off, I'd like to thank everyone that has subscribed to the Patreon at the moment. I mean, I never thought that anyone would subscribe, to be honest. I mean, but we're already making money, and it just took me by surprise, really. I mean,
in addition to how much money you're making?
how much money we're making? We are currently making around $54 a month.
Wow.
But it's not a lot, but it's better than, I mean, we can say it's better than most wrestling federations. I mean, even some ETW management have been giving BWDU management advice, like tips and advice on how they can work with their Patreon, and it's like I said, the working environment around them, it's just surprising. But the Patreon, it's working really well at the moment, and I do feel like that if we keep on going with this, then we will eventually get where we want to get. But at the moment, we are just still on base 1, and we're going to work our way to base 4. Now, is there any other questions?
Yeah, my brother.
Yes.
I must ask you, before or later, we saw MysticToxic88, and he said in one of the questions that you might be on his list. What are your opinions on that?
My opinions on MysticToxic88 being on... My opinions on him... That's a good question. I mean, the guy was the Iron Man of BEW, but then he just like left out of nowhere. I mean, you know, considering we're here, I might as well like say it to you guys. The original plan was for him to win the BEW Championship at Halloween Horror before he quit. It was unfortunate that he did quit. I really tried convincing him to come back, but he just wouldn't take it. And I think we had a bit of a fallout after that, but I mean, hell froze over. He's back, and me being on his list of opponents that he wants to go up against, I mean, I don't mind going up against him. It's like, I don't mind going up against anyone in BWDU, not ETW or FWA, I guess, but anyways, sorry about that. Just something that I want to say, all the people that want to face me, go right ahead, but as soon as I hit that GTS on you, that's lights out for you and you're done. But is there any other questions that we have got here? No? I don't think so, no? Alright, well, thank you for everyone for this press conference. Appreciate everyone coming, and yeah, just best of luck to BWD. Oh, one more thing. The next pay-per-view, after fight night, I'll announce it right now. The next BWDU pay-per-view of the year is officially called Backyard Kingdom. And I might as well announce it now. Me and management have also been talking, and we have decided we're going to bring back something old, something that is going to bring back something that finally we can use once again. And that is the Gold in the Vault briefcase. We are bringing that back. But at the moment, let's just stay from where we are right now. Appreciate everyone for coming. Take care. What are you doing here, huh?
You know why I'm here.
Yeah? Really want to stop right now, huh? Yeah? Alright, come on, let's go. Come on, right now, come on. Come on.
Get up! Go! Go! Bro, get up! Oh! Oh, stop! Oh! Oh, stop! Oh! No! Bro, get up! Oh! Save it! Save it! Hey! Stop!
Just wait till next
Oh!
episode till I get to you.
Hey!
I'll fuck you up.
Hey! Stop! Hey! Hey! Hey!
Go by. Go by.
Hey!
You know him.
Yeah,
You know him well enough that he's a curse.
yeah.
Why didn't you let me attack him?
So, for the ring. The best way to settle these kind of arguments, these kind of stare-downs, are in the ring.
Sincerely apologize to everyone that we just saw that. I guess that wasn't really expected, really. I guess that's the end of the press conference. Please welcome back MysticToxic88 and still the champion Ace Reed. I'm gonna grab a drink.
Yeah.
Alright. Thanks to everyone for watching the press conference and everyone that come. Nash, I'll see you next episode.